Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. I got a pair of psychiatric mental capacity something, whatever the heck. But I think it's funny because they look at things from a totally different point of view than we're used to looking at it, than a lot of us is looking at it. And there's a lot of them that's looking at it that look at us like we twisted, and that's where we get the good comments in the debate. But we're gonna break down the 50 Cent Big Meech beef and how it's affecting Little Meech. And I got this clinical psychiatrist that's gonna break it down from a clinical point of view. But until then, make sure you subscribe to Juanita Mecca Audio at YouTube, your new Mecca Audio's Prison Stories, and Mecca Audio TV. Let's keep it popping. All right. You know what it is. I got these two medical
Psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners.
see, they know their title. They know their role. They good girls. You know, that's what you call good girls. Round of applause to the good girls. All right, relax. So this is what's going on, right? We got 50 Cent that's in his body because Rick Ross, his number one nemesis, just went and picked up Big Meech and talking about doing a Big Meech movie. 50 Cent saying he owned the rights to Big Meech joint. Little Meech has been there with 50 Cent, and while Meech was in jail, Little Meech was being sent to school by 50 Cent to become an actor, and he had him apply audition to play his father in the movie when stars didn't even want him to play in the father, but 50 pushed it that he wanted him, blah, 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 and he even sent him to school, and he auditioned, and he earned the part. Round of applause to Little Meech. All right. So now that's how beautiful that story is. So now here comes the father come home, and the father has a whole brand that everyone knows worldwide from Stars TV, thanks to 50 Cent putting them on. So now he got that, right? So then now, here goes Rick Ross saying 50 over there having too much fun. He got Big Meech. I gotta get Big Meech over here. So 50 was doing what he do, and he's thinking that Meech is gonna be what 50 consider loyal, and he don't have to watch him. But Meech has been having conversations with Rick Ross, and they decided to turn around and collaborate and throw a big welcome home Meech party where he'll be on the stage while he's saying it. They charge money, and I presume he's giving them the bag from that or a part of that, you know? But now the problem that we have, and where I need these two clinical pathologists, mental pathologists, whatever pathologists, these two intelligent women, what I need them to do is I need them to explain to me that where we come from, we look at it like that's loyalty because 50 helped raise your son while you was locked up, put him in school, and gave him a direction when he himself said that he was lost. And then you come home and you got a whole brand that I'm giving you. And then now you go to my arch enemy and make a move with him. What do you think of that from your point of view? Is anything right or wrong with that?
I'll let you start, Carol.
Okay. Well, it's just changed behavior. He's learned different things since he's been there.
Who is he?
Big Meech.
Okay.
Since he's been in prison and he's coming home. And now that he's coming home, it's a move. He's taking care of himself and going forward. No matter what has happened before, it's a business move.
Mm-hmm. So do you think 50 is wrong for feeling the way he's feeling or reacting the way he's reacting?
Well, not necessarily. He's wrong for feeling that way to a certain degree. However, it's the point that he has to understand that business is business and that we need to move forward. And if now he's made another move and it's a money thing. So now he needs to go over here to his other side. Now he's not keeping sides between the two because he might like both of them. But it's the point that Now somebody else, a bigger opportunity has come to him, and now he's moving on.
All right, let me ask you this, right? I think that's a bunch of crap.
Okay.
I think that's a bunch of crap, but I'm gonna ask you this, right? So you say that he's moving on. You understand? So, and you think that, he could be both of their friends, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that a man could love two women?
Definitely,
Yes.
a man can love two women,
And be loyal to those two women?
depending on the terms of the relationship. What are the concepts that we're basing a relationship on, and what are the grounds that we've agreed on?
See, that's why they're here. They might just look beautiful, but they more than beautiful. They not just as dumb as beautiful as they look. Round of applause. Round of applause. They so intelligent because look where she just went with it. She just took it there without me even have to say it. What was they just said? They're not as what?
I said it depends on the terms of the relationship. What have we agreed upon?
Okay, and that's the key right there. Big Meech, we don't know if he did or he didn't, but if he didn't, bring it to 50 Cent to let him know that he's ready to move on with his life and he got somebody else that's interested. And by the way, it's Ricky Rose. Like, what are you going to do? Now 50 would have had a chance to step his game up. What Rick talking about doing? You know what I mean? I hear you, but good looking on bringing it to me. Right there, everything is still good. Good looking on bringing it to me. But now you done brought it to me, you know what I mean? So what is he talking about doing? Oh, he talking about throwing a Big Meech freaking welcome home party and he could get this rapper and that rapper and 50 like, yo, but I could get those same rappers. I could throw the same concert. But it's alleged that Big Meech didn't even bring it to him to give him a chance to counteract the business move that he's trying to make when he thought they was like business partners with the brand BMF, that now 50 is sticking his chest out to let him know that I own BMF. You can't even use the name BMF. So you and Ricky Rose can change it to CMF. You know what I mean? Anything you want. But you can't use BMF. Either way to sell, so y'all need to start looking at that because that's how this play out. But do you think that 50 is being petty when he do that, ladies? Yes or no?
I don't. I think that the standards that 50 is basing his thoughts on have to do with a certain code, so to speak, that comes with the mentality of people who have been, living their life in a way where it's this honor code and this respect and loyalty that goes with, we're riding together. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of your family. We don't even have to say what the agreement is. The understanding is that I've done all of this and you basically owe me this. You owe me your loyalty. That is what I believe his mentality is. And that comes from who he is as a person. We talked about even in your life, when you have been conditioned, when you have been taught that this is the way that we interact with each other, this is the way that, the rules of engagement go. This is what the expectation becomes. And that sets the tone for the way this relationship goes. And that's his mentality. So based on that, that is what he's living like. And that is what he believes. And so, no, in that context, I don't think he's wrong. But there's another side to the story.
Do you think he's wrong?
No. And I think, like I said, as far as Big Meech and coming out, his understanding of how things are, he's might have learned it a different way. And to move forward, it's like I had a deal here, but now I have another deal. Whether or not it was that you helped take care of my son getting everything on the block with a name for BMF, but now we're moving past that. So what do we do next? And he wants to go forward.
Yes, but I think the issue is that he didn't bring it to 50 so that they could maneuver how they would go forward. You know what I mean? Either Meech go with Rick Rose, 50 saying, yo, you got my blessings, go ahead, it's just a bag. But I think what really pissed 50 is like he probably woke up, seen it on social media, Rick Ross. Matter of fact, let's play some of Rick Ross. Now, here goes a man, and look how crazy he's sitting here talking about 50 Cent right now so you understand what's going on. You can't get no more crazy than this. Check this out.
Nigga took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe, you put your back against the wall and just slide down. You are
Do you see that? That man told him just put your back against the wall and slide down. Do you think that's so disrespectful that there is no coming back, or in the clinical world, there is coming back to somebody telling you something as derogatory as that?
Well, first of all, I think from a clinical perspective that sometimes we provoke one another in behavior to do things that we want each other to do.
Response.
Yeah. So I think that that's just him provoking a response. And in the world that he lives in, that makes money. And at the end of the
No,
day,
we understand that, but how do you think 50 Cent feel about that? Do you think he could ever forgive him for saying this? Is what I'm asking. Stop the
No.
clinical bull crap. I don't want to hear that crap right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that, and then I'm going to tell you
No.
this too. No, I don't think that 50 Cent will definitely be wanting to have engagement, but that's because of his. I told you about his mentality from the get, right? He thinks the way that he thinks for a fair reason.
Yo, it sounds like you dated a 50 Cent. You dated
Here
a
we
50
go.
Cent?
Here we go.
Oh, you dated a 50 Cent? Woo, that's that yes smile. That yes smile. You dated the 50. Ooh, she's a bad girl. Yo, just for that, we got to get that intro going. Yo, we got a bad psyche up here. You know, but bottom line is, like I said, when you look at it like that, man, a man telling you to put your back against the wall, slide down, you can never come back from that as a man. You know, and maybe you would never understand it as a woman, how disrespectful and derogatory that is to tell something like that to another man and then say, all right, now we're going to be friends and kumbaya together.
already know, car show going down June 7th. Get online right now, get your tickets right now. But for the hustlers, I want y'all to understand you gotta stop making business personal.
He's sending a subliminal message to
Business.
now. He sent to 50, I want you to know and break down to the people how you interpret this subliminal message.
Get your money. You don't know these don't know you. And for anybody going against Ricky Rose, let me have this. I've been putting my foot up you asses for the last 15 years. Everything you touch crumble. Why you think Rose on top? We don't take this shit personal. We getting to the motherfucking money. Now, Big Meech, February 13th, that concert gonna be off the motherfucking hook.
What y'all think about that? About what he's saying, and what's your clinical breakdown?
And that, like he said, it's strictly business. If it's going to make his money, that's what got him on top. He's not afraid to make a move to talk to someone else, even if it is somebody else's counterpart. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're only with you. Supposedly, you've done everything for him, but yet and still, it's business for him.
Is she for real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's what he's done. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's going to be productive for him, that's how he got on top.
You don't look at that. That's a question. You don't look at that as a form of selfishness?
I do. But in the United States, we have laws
Stop.
of preservation. Stop.
It is,
Oh.
but yet and still, like he said, it's business for him. That's the only way he's seeing it.
Okay. What was you going to say?
In the United States, we have a thing called laws of preservation that kind of like govern our behavior and decision making. The first law of preservation is self, caring for yourself. So if you are crossing over out of the mentality of a 50 Cent and you're coming into the world that maybe other people live in that believe that Rick Ross is saying that concept. This is not personal. This is a way to eat. So at the end of the day, we can have this back and forth, and behind closed doors, we might even be all right. But this is about the money. This is about business, and this is the way of the world. So it's two totally different perspectives. And if you can understand how the mind thinks, then you can also understand the behavior that follows it.
You're 100% right. But what I want you to really understand is what this is 50's from the street. He's saying, bottom line, I did all this for Big Meech and his son. You understand what I'm saying? He owes me some degree of loyalty, even this much, just enough to tell me what the play was instead of letting me look up and see it on social media. So once that happened, now that's the ultimate in 50 Cent's book, disrespect and treacherous response that you could give. Because you could have let me know straight up, yo, he came at me. I know you and him don't round, but yo, he talking blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? What do you, and it's all Meech had to do. Just say, yo, what do you think we should do? Not me.
Communication.
We should do. That's all they say, yo, 50, what should we do? That's all he had to do. And even if 50 said, I don't like that, boop, 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 gunshot, gunshot, gunshot. Even if 50 said all that, right? Then Meech could always say, as the voice of reason, yo, but we getting him out here, whoop, 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 whoop. And you understand? He could put in his persuasion to 50, but he didn't even open up the door for that type of dialogue. And
Right.
that's what makes it what 50 called treacherous. Because if you'll do that to me, and then you are not even thinking about your son, because we're going to ride right now with little Meech. You're not even thinking about your son, that I control your son's career. I built it, I control it. I control BMF. You're not even thinking none of that. But you know what I really think that is? I can't find a picture right now, but I'm going to show it later, right? I see somebody wearing flip-flops in public, right? Yo, Meech, respect your gangster. You know you're a gangster. You know that you don't wear flip-flops in the day room. So if you don't wear flip-flops in the day room, you don't wear flip-flops out in public, because the public is no different than the game room. Don't let these people tell you to get out of this prison mentality and you wind up slipping. Always know that this is one big prison. Whether you're in a 2x4 or you're in a mansion, you're still in a prison. And when you step off your property, you're in the day room. And the day room is I-95, US 1, whatever highway, wherever you at, that's the day room. And dudes is out there driving and walking around with flip-flops, and I seen Meech doing this. I'm going to put this video up later. Broke my heart. Whoever got you wearing flip-flops in public, Meech, is the one who told you to make the move you just made. You was entitled to do that if you chose to, because you your own man. But somewhere along the line, there should have been a sliver of loyalty to say, man, 50 put my son on, he pulled BMF up. I'm going to make this other BMF move. Let me know, let Fit know, you know, what happened. And, you know, maybe I get his blessing. And 50 Man gave him his blessing. But 50 Man said, nah, I can do anything he's doing. I can get real rappers to stand behind you. You already know how I feel about him. And then Meech could say, yeah, but, you know, he Atlanta, Miami, he the South. You know, you New York, I know you worldwide, but, you know, right now he popping down here with the whoop. And, you know, they can debate it, but they didn't even get a chance to do that. Do you see anything right or wrong with that? From the way I'm saying, I might be wrong. I don't know.
Oh, it sounds, I mean, it's your understanding of it. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand it as well, because you would think that there would have been more communication from his part. And rightfully so. I would think that Big Meech should have spoke to him like, hey, you did this for my son and my family. And what do you think about this?
And that's it. What do you think about it? You know, at
Yeah.
least let him think he's making the decision. But don't let him look up on social media and see you talking about
Right.
sexy red. I said, yo, look at me, G. Yo, that was crazy. Sexy red. Yo, dog, let me explain something to you, Meech. You still that dude, man. You still that dude. You get any chick you want. You don't need to say, icky red. You know what I mean? Sexy red calling you sexy red. Believe me, they got their eye on you. Don't get caught up in this world with these people that haven't been where we've been, that don't understand who we are, where we are, and how people look at us when we're around where they are. You're different. You don't have to play yourself. Be the man that you are. Let's say 15, no, y'all, I went to make a better move. I didn't think I had to deal with you. If this is how you feel, right? This is how I would do it, right? This is how I would do it. You know, yo, 50, stop it. You in your body, why you in your body? This is what I chose to do. That's the end of that. Leave it alone. Where we going from here? That's it. Where we going from here? And that should be the end of it. But, you know, they chose to play different ways. I don't understand that. But let's get to the rest of this. I want you to see what Little Meech say real quick.
Putting his foot up niggas' asses and leaving it in your mother intestine. You know what's going down. Car show bigger than ever. Ricky Rose, the biggest.
Ricky talking dirty.
I've been separated myself from these bros because they don't understand the rules to the streets.
You see how he rubbing it in right now, letting them know, like, okay, let's ride. Right? Let's ride. That's like you, that's like, I ain't gonna say you because you're a female. That's like we pull a big baller's chick. You know what I mean? We pull a big baller's chick in. Now, we get to ride her down the block to let other people know that I got what he got. And he think it's special and it's mine too. But what Ricky's saying is, nah, he chose me over you. So it ain't no more me and you. It's just me and him. And that's what's going on. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like, again, he's taunting.
Definitely.
Because he clearly, you know, recognizes that there's a beef, and in the public eye at least, he's trying to elevate himself to be superior at this point. To say, you've done all of these things, and yet and still, here I am. And so there's a certain grandiosity that has to do with that. And so that's a personality trait at best. That's what he's demonstrating. He's demonstrating exactly who he is as a person.
Yo, you know what's crazy right now? This was crazy right now.
What?
Y'all sound like real psychiatrists. If I didn't look back, I would be fooled like a mother.
Big up to psych nurse practitioners in the world.
You see what I'm saying? And see, you know they real psychs because they even know their title. I can't even pronounce their title. They told me 30 times.
Sorry.
Well, let me say one time good on the record, show the respect.
Psychiatric.
Mental health.
Nurse.
Practitioner. Psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners is just as beautiful as them. Round of applause. All right. Relax.
You understand? Don't know I owe you nothing, homie. Don't owe you nothing. Y'all get money together. Y'all get money. Keep moving. All that extra shit. You don't even have a relationship with your own brother, your own mothers and fathers. How the f you gonna act like you real close with me? Stop all that fake capping shit. That's right.
Yo, Ricky Rose talking greasy, ain't he? What do y'all call in the psych world? We used to say that nigga talking greasy.
We call it grandiose.
Oh, you talking grandiose? Oh, he talking grandiose, but I still say greasy. All right.
Right, you ain't got no money. You need a loan, come see the boss. When it's on, come see the boss. If niggas hating, if I ain't said nothing to you, I may want to do something to you. I told you in 06 who the biggest would be. I told y'all. In their emotions. Oh, nigga took a picture with Rose. Oh, man, these niggas emotional. Good, wipe your ass to the front, you heard? Hey, her.
Dang. Did you hear that? What would you say to the youth about the way he's taunting them and egging this on? How would you talk to the youth right now behind that? Because they doing it just like this. And this is where they're getting it from.
Don't be quick to react. Think that he is actually trying to bring you out of your natural self. That person that, let's not be aggressive and angry at him. That's what you need to tell him. You need to think about it. Because your reactions to that can take you to another level and cause you to have some negative consequences.
You know what?
That you don't want.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I mean, you're a psych. I don't want to disrespect you, but I got to be unique. I got to be 100. That's a bunch of crap. You just said 5 minutes worth of bull crap to say something at the end that I still don't know what the heck you said. Just tell the kids what it is. Tell them in the ghetto talk. Talk to them like they from the ghetto. Talk to them from the ghetto.
The bottom line is, if you want to get along, the right thing to do is communicate. The breakdown of communication is the very fabric of destruction. So when you don't communicate, when you are not honest enough to do what it is that you said you would do, or be considerate of another person's feelings, it can result in the breakdown of a relationship and opportunity. So at the end of the day, this really just boils down to a failure in these people and their ability to communicate and meet basic expectations of relationship.
See, she's just like her
It's
sister.
such a crap.
That's a bunch of crap. You know what I mean?
It's not.
If you don't know when I say a bunch of crap, that means they right on point. These sisters are so intelligent. They get a round of applause. They get a round of applause. They so intelligent. Woo! They so intelligent. Yo, they sound intelligent just now. But this is all I'm going to tell you. See, they just told you a clinical point of view, and they did a beautiful job. I'm going to tell you straight up. Yo, if you keep teasing the dude, he going to put a cap in you. In the story, dog. You know what I mean? They said all at the same. You keep teasing him, he may put a cap in you. You know what I mean? So don't over push it. You know what I mean? Because if you corner anything into a corner, you know it's going to scratch back. Stop it. You know? That's how I would say it. You know? But you said it beautifully, because most of them is like you. There's only a handful of dumb hard heads like me that I'm trying to reach. So we get them one at a time. Let's keep it moving. Yo, but y'all intelligent though. And she gonna make me say it. All right, screw it. I gotta be honest.
Psychiatric.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You ain't gotta say it.
no. Beautiful. That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
I thought you was gonna say
Okay.
something else.
Those smiles maybe just had to say, "Ain't they so beautiful?" Get them a round of
Thank you.
applause.
Thank you.
All right. Enough of that crap. But they're gonna get their head big and think they know what they talk about. They smarter than me, and it's my YouTube. All right.
Her hoe. Using her hoe. I'm gonna bust this bottle early in the day. One time for all the real ones. For real, Ricky Rose, you looking at a young hustler on pace to get a B. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I want y'all to understand this. It's only great entertainment when you forget it's entertainment.
Ricky talk crazy.
Hey, Curtis Jackson, you more than welcome to bring that Versace Lamborghini to the car show June 7th, and your little homies. I know this what the Auntie Murder. Yeah, nigga, I know you got a Toyota Tundra.
Can you believe he's sitting there disrespecting Rick Ross and his whole crew, talking about Shorty Tundra, and I don't even want to repeat the name, but did you hear that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to them how have you seen this happen before and where it could wind up in your own words.
So I feel like, when you demean people in real life, and this is something that we teach kids on the playground. Some people have less in real life. Some people you perceive. He keeps alluding to the fact that this is entertainment. He keeps alluding to the fact that some of this is a facade, but yet he'll follow that up with a jab to the jugular by making, what some people might call a cheap shot, or just at least saying something low. At the end of the day, it then continues that whole narrative of they're not being able to have relationship because somebody is going to be offended or hurt on the other end of that. And he's being hurtful. Whether he's acknowledging it or not, he's hiding behind the fact that he's entertaining, but he's really being intentionally hurtful.
I know it.
Hold on. I gotta go back. Well, all right. We ain't gonna hear what Capone got to say right now. We gotta get back to this.
Shout out
Hold
me,
on,
shout out.
you got me confused. How the heck you get he's hurtful? Where do you get hurtful in this? Explain that.
The hurtful part is in the beginning where clearly, perhaps Rick Ross and 50 Cent don't have a good relationship. But that doesn't mean that you have to, take a situation and magnify it. So even though clearly he's not going to be happy if, Big Meech comes in and makes a contract or does a concert under him, but you don't have to gloat it. You don't have to go on social media and take jabs. You don't have to continue to be demeaning and perpetuate that people are less than you in some way because they're not necessarily doing what you're doing or on your team. That's the part that can be hurtful to the other side.
And the same way, just like he describes these cars, and you think about that, and kids look at it, they think that a Toyota Tundra is less than that value of the other one, but yet and still, it's still going to get you to and from your destination with no problem. And you have to look at that and not keep it as you have to have this big car, a Lamborghini or whatever else to get you to and from, because that one you're not going to drive every day anyway.
You just be sounding so intelligent. No, I'm serious. I've never heard, you know, I ain't even gonna just say female. I haven't heard anyone talk this intelligent. So call me a dumbass. You know what I mean? But I'm learning that bull crap today, boy. I'm learning that crap today. Hold up. I'm definitely learning.
Hey, Curtis Jackson, you more than welcome to bring that Versace Lamborghini to the car show June 7th, and your little homies. I know that's what the Auntie Murder. Yeah, nigga, I know you got a Toyota Tundra. I know it. I can see it in your face.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV.
Make sure you go support Forgotten Kings.
Oh it looks as if 50 Cent is officially ending the BMF movement altogether. Moments ago, he exposed some messages between him and Little Meech.
Listening to that?
That's right, y'all. Now, of course, for those who may not know, earlier this week, 50 Cent officially reacted to Big Meech being seen hanging with Rick Ross. And as we all know, 50 Cent and Ross, they do not rock with each other. So, of course, it was a matter of time before 50 let the whole world know exactly how he felt about Meech hanging with Rick Ross. And, of course, in a series of posts, 50 Cent has been calling Big Meech a rat, okay? And in these posts, he's been name-dropping a woman who go by the name of Tammy Cohen, okay? Now, apparently, this woman is an informant, okay? And it seems as if 50 is getting ready to do a docuseries with this woman, exposing this whole controversy with this lady and Big Meech, right? So now everyone is wondering, what is the status between 50 Cent and Meech's son, right? Considering 50 Cent put him in acting school, made him a star in this BMF series. And, you know, moments ago, 50 Cent, you know, uploading these messages, it seems as if it's over between him and Little Meech as well. Now, for those who haven't seen the thread between Little Meech and 50, moments ago, he uploaded this post, and in the post, it reads, "They just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram, and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty. I'm human. I go through my own shit, but I never switched up on you. F. Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet shit is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life." Then 50 responds to Little Meech in the caption of this post saying, "What next season, little nigga?"
All right. What do y'all get from that? Explain that. Do you understand what's going on? You want me to break it down? How do you think Little Meech is feeling right now that he's looking up to 50 so much, he did all that for him, and then now his father make a decision to go with his arch nemesis, Rick Ross, which forced 50 to cut him off because his father, to 50, is being treacherous and a traitor by messing with his arch enemy. But the son is being affected. How do you think the son is feeling from a clinical point of view? How would you talk to the youth about that? I think I articulated that very well. I deserve a damn round of applause.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Shit. I did that shit. You know what I mean? I'm learning that crap. You know, I'm learning that crap. All right.
That's good.
God, I'm learning.
There you go.
Yeah, all right, but break that down.
I think he feels upset, like he was betrayed, because the deal that he had made already was actually with him, and that he feels like he should have spoken to him about his feelings when it was a situation with his father. Even though they're family,
You're talking about 50 Cent, or who you talking about?
Big Meech made a deal with.
No, but who was you talking about from the beginning with this whole story?
Oh, Little Meech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Little Meech
okay.
was actually.
All right, run it back, because I was
upset.
all the way lost. Let's run it
Okay,
back.
all
Run it
right,
back.
all
Because
right,
you
here we
confused
go.
me with this clinical crap.
So Lil Meech was upset with 50 Cent because of the simple fact that he feels like the relationship they had together and that they had a bond, and the actual negative feelings that he was actually have 50 Cent was about his dad, and it should not have been brought on him like that, and that he shouldn't have dropped him off of his Instagram page pretty much because it wasn't him that caused this problem. That's how I think he sees it.
How about you?
I see it from the clinical side that it's still, the theme is still abandonment for him, because let's just remember his dad was still in jail for a long time in his life. And 50 Cent did do some things to set some foundation for him. And so now you have a breakdown because now his father's back in his life. And so there's loyalty there based on biology. That's his dad. But yet 50 Cent stood in the gap and he did some things for him that his dad wasn't able to do. So now he's in, a situation because he has to decide where now he's going to align his loyalty as a person. Either way, there's going to be abandonment in the balance because he either has to go away from his father completely in order to probably sustain a relationship with 50 Cent, or he has to leave the relationship with 50 Cent and side with his father, which he may naturally do. But at the end of the day, the theme for him is still going to be some level of abandonment. And that's still conflicting, that's still dysfunctional, and that's still laying the impact of all of this on that young man.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell you just said.
The bottom line is he carries the brunt of this because he has to make a choice, and it's not even really his situation. But yet he's going to have to choose. And he kind of is.
Being pulled between two.
No, I understood the first time. I was just messing with you. I want you to hear you say it again.
I wanted to.
No, I know
too.
you did. They needed to hear it again, so that's why I did that, because you made a good point. Because we don't think about the reacts and how it's going to sprinkle out or shatten all off to affect the people that's closest to us that we love. You understand? Because, maybe Big Meech didn't even tell Little Meech that he was going over there to deal with him. He thought he'd doing something good, and his son would be proud that he's getting a big welcome home party from, Rick Ross.
Yes.
And I'm going to have sexy red there.
Yep.
But the son didn't know. And the son said, what is you stupid? We got 50. We got anybody with war. We got Stars. We got BMF. We got Showtime. But Meech just coming home. He's hanging out with dudes wearing flip-flops in public, man. I seen it myself. I know what it is, man. He's slipping because he's wearing flip-flops in public. Meech. Just like in the joint, son. Real gangsters don't wear flip-flops in public. You ain't been out here a couple of months and you already fall into flip-flops in public, making a crazy move, going against 50 when you could have just alerted him what was going on and y'all made a move together. How you was going to do it? Either make more than what Rick is offering you or much of what Rick offers you, or maybe even go on with Rick and move on if that's what you want. So if that's what you really want, keep doing what you're doing. But I'm telling you, I think it's because of the flip-flops in public. What do you think, ladies? You think the flip-flops in public can be making them flip? They tell them that the world is so safe out here, you can do anything you want to do and nobody's going to do nothing, and they forgot about people like 50 Cent, because the people that's telling them that it's safe to wear flip-flops, that the world's not going to do nothing, don't even know people like 50 Cent. So they putting 50 Cent in their category, like if anything that, they wouldn't do, the next person not going to do, knowing that the next person is going to take it all the way to, the extreme, that even after somebody passed, he's still going to be trolling and taunting them. You understand what I just said? It was too fast or too
No,
ghetto
it wasn't
for
too
you?
fast. I was with you.
Okay, well, break that down.
So the breakdown for me really has to do with mentality. Clearly, Big Meech has shifted the way that he thinks. If he once thought just like 50 Cent, those days are over. He does not think like that anymore. And what we know in the clinical side of things is thoughts provoke behavior. And so when you change your mentality, when you change the way that you think and the way you see the world, it will impact your decisions and subsequent actions. And so Big Meech is acting different based on he doesn't see the world the same anymore. And whether that's right or wrong, depending on what world you're living in.
Hold up. I know you not sitting here saying they broke Big Meech. That sound like a dude broken. I know you not saying they broke Big Meech, man. Not BMF Meech, man. That's not what you're saying. And I'm not trying to force you to say nothing, so you don't even have to answer that. But y'all tell me if those symptoms, because that's all they doing is speaking on symptoms. They're not talking about Big Meech or anyone in particular. They're saying the symptoms from his behavior, you know what I mean? And I say that reflect a broken man. That the system broke. Just like I got my man Tim Thomas here, straight dude. System never broke him. You know, I got Big J Nixon here, straight dude. Prison never broke him. I can't believe it, man. That's the clinical psychiatrist of a broken nigga. I mean, broken dude.
Not broken. I think that he's had some time to think about different things, and now he has a different way of looking at it, and he feels okay to wear his slides in public.
That's what I'm saying. That's a broken dude. He's lost. If he think that he's safe wearing slides after all this that he had going on, like nobody trying to get at him behind back in the day, nothing, and now he's creating a new beef with 50 and he's wearing flip-flops in public, God help him. What is wrong with him? Stop it, Meech. I know you're just coming home and you don't have anyone talking to you, right? But I'm letting you know, we don't wear flip-flops in public, dog. Gangster, just like Fat Joe said, you know, just lean back. Gangsters lean back. We don't dance. Just like we don't wear flip-flops in public. It's just certain things we don't do, dog. I mean, come on, man. You put yourself back 30 years ago, 20 years ago when you was on the street. If you saw a dude wearing flip-flops, even though you was in the South, they wasn't even doing it down there then. Not that I know of. I know they wasn't doing it 30 years ago when I was there. If a dude wearing flip-flops, that's going to be the local crackhead that's living in the projects and he real comfortable. He just came out to get a hit and run back in and hit the pipe. That's who would wear a flip-flop back in the days out there, and we looked at them as what we call luncheon. You know what I mean? Like they're lunchbox. They out to lunch because they wearing flip-flops in public. Now I see everybody wearing flip-flops in public. You don't think it's because me wearing flip-flops in public? Why are you thinking like that? Or that's just me because I don't like flip-flops.
Well, you know, I'm going to go the world thing. In the world that it seems like Big Meech is transitioning to, there are some people who don't know the flip-flop rule.
Ooh, gunshot. I gotta make a rule book for flip-flops. Make a note of that. Because we got a lot of flip-flop wearing in public rat bastards. And those are the ones that I tell, don't even buy my book. You know, I don't even want them to buy the book because they wouldn't even get nothing from the book. They wouldn't even comprehend the book. They just nibble on the book like it's cheese. You know what I mean? Just nibbling. You know, but hold on, let's get back to this.
I mean, listen, 50 right now, he's on one. If I was anyone else right now, I would just leave 50 alone because, listen, considering, you know, the post he made about Irv last night, a lot of people upset with that. And now him, you know, making a series of posts going off on Meech, right? Big Meech, now cutting Little Meech off. Listen, man, leave 50 alone right now, okay? Because it's no telling what he's capable of doing next. And like I said, a lot of people, you know, they sitting back observing. I'm seeing a reaction from a lot of people on social media. And I'm going to be honest, it's kind of mixed, right? Some people are sitting back and wondering why is 50 Cent so upset at the fact that Big Meech is seen hanging out with Rick Ross, right? And then you have those who feel like, you know, considering everything that 50 has done for Big Meech's son, right, along with the BMF brand, you know, why not show loyalty to 50 publicly, right? Especially coming home immediately. However, you know, everyone, they don't see it the same. And, you know, this is why it's mixed reviews, right? So many people kind of on the fence because, you know, people love to see 50 troll, right? Until it goes overboard. And it's like, all right, 50. That's, you know, that's what I mean with Irv Gotti last night and his reaction to the rumors of Irv Gotti being on life support. So, you know, right now, this is, you know, day 3, day 4, and he's exposing these messages with Little Meech. I mean, like I said, it's safe to say that this whole BMF 50 Cent wave is officially over, man.
What do you think about that? About him showing the messages from Little Meech and all that? From a personal point of view, first, and then we'll deal with the clinical point of view. What do you think about another man showing another man's private message on social media?
I think it's intrusive, and I think it's disrespectful. In general, that's a personal thing. Just because I'm a person who I come from a certain kind of a background where communication is key, and before we do one thing, we come to an agreement on whether or not it's acceptable to the other person before we act. That's kind of the foundation that I'm raised on. So from my perspective, if I share a personal message and dialogue with you, I don't expect to see it publicized. So from a personal standpoint, I don't think it's right.
Right, 'cause that's a trust question too.
Hold on. See, that's a bunch of crap. See, that's that clinical bull crap. That's that pathetic, whatever I can't pronounce. See, that sounds crazy. Did you hear what you just said?
I did.
How does that sound to you? Honestly.
It sounds right because it sounds like, it's about conversation, communication.
So how about when
and
females do it?
Practicing.
How about when females do it? How about when females post, personal sector? You see that all the time, all over social media, right?
I think it's toxic and dysfunctional. When people display, unless, again, we've made an agreement that together we're going to
post these freak
publicize
tests.
this.
You giving consent.
See, that's what I'm talking about crap. They don't do that in the real world. The female get mad and post it. Dude get mad, just post it. They don't call and say, hey, let's go to an agreement and I'm going to post this to disrespect you and dishonor you. Does that make sense to you?
It does, but there's consequences for that.
Yeah. What are the consequences for that? They've been getting away with it. That's that trolling. I mean, what happens to a troll? Because you never catch them.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
We're going to look for some videos of trolls getting caught up. I think that'll be a good one. All right, let's tap out. Been here long enough. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, what you got going on. This is sponsored by Cashbox. You know what I mean? Omar Ellison and Ramaya is here. Tell them who you are, where you from, what you're representing.
And I am Carol Parker. I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and medical director at Transformations Health Services in Cincinnati, Ohio.
And I'm Krishana Poignard, and I am also a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. I'm the clinical director with Transformations Health Services for the Dayton, Ohio location.
Damn, they're intelligent. Yo, be careful though, man, because intelligent women like this hard to handle, man. Don't get caught up in nothing like this. Oh, that's another show. All right, yo, make sure you cop the book of Row in the Harlem. We out of here. All right.
Cheers, cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block. Did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whiny. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now Now we on the positive. We got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the. Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.